Like you see every mum like get annoyed and shouting that, but that's just for like minor stuff. Like when
I think the go-tos were with my mum. The go-tos was like the washing, like the plates in the sink.
Yeah.
The living room, because if we was playing FIFA and the living room was like the pillows.
Yeah.
The pillows are not.
Bro,
Like,
proper mum and the pillows,
bro. The pillows on the floor, but it's mad because now I've got nephews and they be dashing the pillows everywhere. They say anything.
No, they get soft, man.
They get soft. I thought it was just me.
No, it's not.
I thought it was just me.
They get soft over the years.
Bro, they get soft.
They get soft.
The kids nowadays are getting
Soft.
away with
all banging the
absolute
pillow,
murder.
fam. All banging the pillow.
Naomi went out. My little sister went out to her birthday, friend's birthday, the other day. Now she's now in first year sixth form. I said, where you guys going? Oh, we're going to brunch. I said,
Wait,
Brunch.
I said, brunch? I said, what's going on here? Brunch. I said, where you going? Oh, we're going out. I said, where? He said, my mum's just, okay, enjoy. So I said, where are you going? Fam?
They move like they forget what words mean, fam. Brunch.
Like, some restaurant. I said, send me the rest, like the round. I need to know where you're going, innit? And then let me know when you've got there, blah, blah, blah. Bro, obviously that day, me and my mum's gone out, yeah. And we was getting home late, so my little sister would get home before us. It's like 8 o'clock or something, maybe like, and she's like saying she's now on her way. And mum was like, okay, just make sure you get home quickly.
Bro, 8 o'clock back in the day.
If that was me,
you know.
I've been like, it's not even like to the lateness. It's because she was leaving the house at like 1. So she's been out for basically the whole day. So get home, and then she was getting home.
You say back in the day we had a 6-hour time gap, fam.
What?
6 hours, fam.
If that was me, so you've been out since
1 p.m. Yeah.
What is out there that you don't have at home?
But you know what? Yeah, actually,
I'm like, if I told her the truth, a lot, man. There's girls, there's a lot.
Yes.
So you don't want to know.
Yeah, that's mad, yo. But they've definitely.
But I remember having to sprint home, fam.
No, but
Especially
you must
to
have
your
got
house,
it easy
bro.
though, because you were like the last case.
No, I didn't get it easy. No, like I didn't get it easy. No, compared to like my nephews and that now, I didn't get it easy still. There's bad stuff that these lot are keeping up with. That they're not bad youths, but my mum is not like giving them
New person, innit?
New, but I'm thinking, yo, if this was me, I used to get beats for shit I didn't even do. I used to get beats for stuff that my sister did. But like for example, one time, my sister was spinning me around and around it like I was a kid, whatever.
So both of you got smoked.
No, she didn't get smoked. I was getting spun around. My mum was there. She could see it. She was getting like her hair done or something, innit? So I'm getting spun around. I then fall. I'm dizzy. I fall and I hit the radio and break the radio.
Oh.
I get beats.
No, but the thing is,
she was spinning me. You can see
I hear it, but it's like
I'm dizzy.
I hear
Don't undizzy yourself.
Exactly. I got beats for
what it
shit.
is, yeah.
Must see you best fix something.
Fix something.
Only because devil's advocate, is because cause and effect, innit? The radio wouldn't have broken.
Really, truly.
Yeah,
even though you didn't call yourself.
Johnny's dizzy now, innit? It's too late.
For them, that's enough.
Man's dizzy now, fam.
Nah, but for them, that's enough, innit? For them to be like, word, so we're breaking radios now.
They even if forgot that I got spun around for the last 10 minutes.
Literally, yeah, trust me.
Literally. Bro, you know how many times where even if I broke a plate, I'll be shitting myself.
Nah.
Because you know sometimes it's just accidents, bro.
Yeah, or glass or something.
Glass was the go-to, because
Bro.
a plate, I understand.
Brother,
I understand. But
glass,
a glass,
bro,
It depends what plate it is, though. Remember my house, we used to have them plain white plates. But if we brought one of the nice big ones.
No, but that's what I'm trying to say. A plate, I understand if you get beat for a plate.
No, I won't get beat, but my mum will get annoyed. But now, she don't care.
No, now she don't care.
No, she
I think now she don't.
Because I think now you probably bucked her break some shit.
Yeah, bro. I see her, bro. I'm waiting for her to break herself. I'm like,
oh yeah, so I said,
now
That's it.
but they said this. I don't want to. We're gonna take this conversation a little bit deeper, but basically, they said that there's these three stages that you go through with your parents. So the first stage is idolize, the second stage is demonize, and then the last stage is humanize. So you get to a point where at first you idolize your parent, innit? Like you look at them like, oh my god, this person is like amazing, like they're nuts. But then you get to a stage where you probably dislike them for a period of time. That might come like teenage where it's like, why is she like this? Or why is he like this? Like making me do this, whatever. And then you get to a point where you humanize, where you're like, raw, I understand who you are now. I understand the reason why you've done and said what you've said in the past. Like you understand a lot more. So those are like the 3 stages that we've probably all gone through now.
I find I'm doing that with my mum. My dad is like, bro, that's a work in progress, bro. Like, I'm just trying to really.
Yeah, because you probably didn't even get to the idolize stage. Maybe. I don't know.
No, I think we all idolized the male figures from early, innit? Especially like.
I didn't know. I didn't get a chance. You know the way there.
You get me?
I didn't even get a chance, nigga.
I did, innit? But like, then obviously you start to go through the whole demonized period. I think probably I'm still a little bit in that demonized period.
But that's what I'm trying to say. You haven't probably spent enough time.
Yeah.
Through that. You get what I'm trying to say.
Facts. It's a work in progress still. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But what happened with that Lewisham thing though?
Okay, so I heard this. Lewisham Borough went viral. Now, not for reasons we'd like to go viral for, if there was ever a reason you want to go viral. But it's not about the football specifically. So basically, scenario happened, we played Lordswood in the Cup. So Lordswood are a team that were a league above us. So you could say we're underdogs in this match, for example, yeah? So we're playing this game. The game's going well. They scored first. We scored to equalise pretty quickly after, to be fair, the first half. Then we scored 2 quick goals. So we're basically in a comfortable position here against this team, innit? Now, they then pull one back. Cool, 3-2, but we're still in a very controlled situation. Allow it. One back.
But it did.
Man said one back. You guys, say the whole sentence.
That's a bar for bar, you know.
You didn't say that. So yeah, they scored to make it 3-2, yeah. But the game's still in pretty much our control at this point. And then a situation happened where one of our players got fouled, in our opinion. He drops and then falls on the ball, but the ref gives a free kick the other way, and then proceeds to give that player a yellow card. Now we're sitting there like, okay, cool, but we're disputing the yellow card. We're saying it's not even a yellow card. He just fell on the ball, blah blah. He got fouled, whatever. But he's saying he used his hand, innit? So he's giving him a yellow card for the hand. Now at this point, yeah, again, this is like the 68th minute or 67th minute or whatever, and the other team and their bench start saying that's his second yellow card. That's his second yellow card. Now we know that's not true, and some of their players knew that it wasn't true either.
So them all just chatting shit.
They were just chatting shit.
Do that, man.
Now the referee has gone on, who was actually being assessed at this game, yeah, by another vigilator, like higher up in the referee department, yeah. Now he's then gone on to then book him, give him a second yellow card, and
because of them man were chanting it.
Essentially, he had a conversation whilst the melee was going on with the opposition bench, but not with our manager, and then sent him off.
Stinker.
So
Absolute stinker.
we're going crazy, we're going mad, but at the same time, we still have a game to play here. So we kind of still have to refocus because the ref ain't really trying to hear now.
Yeah.
Long story short, the game they then get another goal, gets to 3-3, and then we go into extra time. So we're grinding this out from the 70th minute, mind you, all the way to 90th minute, plus some change, like 5-10 minutes because of that, like that extra time period of like added time. We go into extra time. Next 15 minutes, they don't score a goal. The last 15 minutes, we're on our last legs. We've got 10 men, no subs. It's peak. They then ended up scoring 2 goals to finish the game in it. So they ended up winning 5-3. Now, us losing the game, yes, it's gonna hurt, but that situation played a massive part in the result for us, from our perspective, and probably from most people's perspective. You get down to 10 men with no subs, you play extra time against a team that's in the league above. You're basically set out dry to fail at this point.
This was a cup game.
It's a cup game, yeah. So we're sitting there like, rah, this is mad. Anyway, we then appeal it because that's fuckery. So he's basically saying he thinks that he's not basically officiated the game right. What you're supposed to do what's supposed to happen is, and this is the protocol, innit? So the referees, you got the assistant referee, the main referee, and another assistant referee. Both the other two are linesmen, and then you got my man in the middle of the pitch. One of the linesmen is supposed to take all the bookings. So whoever gets booked, that linesman is supposed to take it down, and then the other linesman is supposed to take all the substitutions to know who's been subbed on and off. And the man in the middle is obviously supposed to take all of these as well. But obviously those two are there just for secondary. One of the linesmen only had half the bookings on his book. The other linesman was on his phone for half the game.
We're just chilling.
Just on his phone, like from time to time, like while the game was stopped, he was just on his phone. No one knew who got booked, so the referee's book didn't say 7 blue or the guy's name or anything. It just said like right winger blue or something like that. It didn't actually give a distinctive description of who it was based on name or number. I didn't personally see the book, but this is what I'm hearing from my manager and senior players that was there. And our questions are, so then how did you think, like what made you think you booked him then? So he's saying he booked him in the first half, but he didn't. So that means who do you think he booked? So he thought he booked another winger that got booked. So another black winger.
Basically mistaken identity.
Mistaken identity. Now, the only time we can really think about when this happened before was Kieran Gibbs and Oxlade-Chamberlain.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
But that's the only one we could really think
big
about.
stink on that day.
There's no like obviously it may have happened 1 or 2 times in non-league, but even like I said, man, this has got one.
This is a cup game though, so in my opinion, you should have a replay.
And that's been the conversation that's been going on recently, where a replay should run because that's a shambles. This is a shambles. It's just a yellow card. It's not like anything major happened. The yellow card, you didn't even have to give it to him really, because you think he just hit his hand when he fell on the ball on his stomach. So, and we thought it was a foul. It's not like he was trying to like gain an advantage. He wanted this game to stop because he got fouled. But essentially, that scenario of not getting the right bookings, the linesman's not even knowing what the who got booked, but then you've sat there and had a conversation with them with their bench to then proceed to give him a red card. But you can't even prove it on your book. Like, oh, I booked him here. It says it right here. You can't even.
Like
he's not even in your book,
Yeah,
bro.
it's not like, oh yeah, I booked him here. They're right, cool.
Yeah. No, you ain't even got it in your book, bro.
Mm.
So we're sitting there like, what's going on here? Now, everyone knows like Lewisham is a very much predominantly multicultural team, innit? It's going to have a lot of black players, predominantly, but we do also have white players. We do also have like Hispanic or Indian players. Like, we're multicultural in our team. When we play against these teams that are from Kent, from these other areas, it's so easy for their referees or their governing bodies to side with them. It's easy. Yeah. Why not? Why would we side with these lot? We don't even know these lot. These lot are just troublemakers, or these lot are just whatever they think and whatever their prejudices. Exactly. So we're always going to come against this from time to time, over and over again, week in, week out. And we've already bucked it. We went to Rochester, played against Rochester. Played against Rochester. Yeah. Our manager.
Them sides, it's biased, bro. It'll be biased.
It's mad, and you can probably speak on it as well, bro. Yeah. But we've gone there. Our manager tried to say hi to the referee. The referee just went like this before the game, like like a couple hours before the game, whatever. You're just all arriving and that. He's going to say hi to the ref. The ref just gone like this, and just walked away. And it's like,
what, you're a gaffer?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is before we've even played the game. Refs or whatever the case may be are already trying to put it against us, and our manager always just reminds us like, they can't deny football, they can't deny goals, they can't deny certain things like that. Like, we're just gonna have to go out there and do our business. At the end of the day, we're gonna be playing against 12 men every single time we play, plus 13 if they got good fans. Do you know what I mean? But it's always gonna be the ref and the other team that we have to play against.
I mean, that's why that's why like anytime I play against Lewisham, like it's a respect thing, because I feel like Lewisham and Tuyenbet, they're very similar in terms of how we get treated compared to the other teams in the league. So like last year we got to
bring them back closer to you, bro.
Yeah. Last year we got to the playoff finals. Yeah, we finished second in the league, so meaning that we should have had the home advantage. Don't know what happened. We end up playing away.
Word.
To
like third or fourth in that.
Yeah, we were playing away, but like it should be like we obviously done the best. We should have the home advantage. But like, if it's always felt like the whole league is against you, like all the time.
In some way.
But I also see that with Lewisham. All the time.
Because like what I just showed you about our team being in having so many less games than everyone else. It's like, yeah, your first question was like, how that even put, like, how do you even get that?
Yeah.
And then I've said,
I remember I think our team had played like 4 games.
Yeah, we ain't even played a game yet.
There was like Lewisham hadn't played no games yet. And I remember I shouted just like, "Raw, why didn't you guys play games?"
Yeah.
I thought it was something to do with the stadium or like preparations or something.
So I even asked a couple of the boys that were there last season and the season before, and they basically said like this always happens. Like, they don't start games until late, and then there's a mad period where we have no games. Then in January, February, we have like a game every 3 days. We got a game Monday, we got a game Wednesday, we got a game Saturday, we got a game one. It's nuts. Again, So it's like literally, I've seen our thing in January. It is like packed. Like, we've got like 3 games a week. So it's like, I don't know what it is, but again, we do know what it is. Like, it's the same thing that we've experienced in our lives in other areas. It's just how they've been able to do it in this area, where it's like, based on, I don't know why that referee thought he's booked that same player. It just doesn't make sense. Like,
well, I think we know why, but you can't.
Yeah.
From personal experience, we know.
Yeah, we know why.
You know
because it's like, what, man's a young winger.
Same stop and search mentality.
Same thing. It's like, what are you even talking about? The fact that these lot are talking, and like I said, like the players
Everyone
knew.
were talking in your ear.
The players knew they were chatting shit.
You see them like laughing. And
yeah, the nine said
like,
it
when the referee
and was like laughing with us, like, oh yeah, he's been booked already, ref. And then looking at us like he's really gonna believe that. Do you know what I mean? He's just like trying to pull his leg, and man pulled the card out. Are you alright, bro? So at that point, you're not gonna go back on a red card, especially if you're being assessed. Yeah. Then when we G-check it, you're like, you can't even prove it. No one's come back to say, no, he had it in his book. None of that. So it's like, hold on a minute. So then our clubs then put out a statement. Mad statement. Some of you might have obviously read it before. I'm not gonna read it now, but it's just a mad statement, obviously explaining everything, and yeah, put it up on Twitter, put it up on Instagram, and it's got 1.3 million views as we speak right now. It's got tons of.
You said you guys film your games.
We do. Funny thing is, this game we didn't film because our camera has been sent away to get fixed. Huh?
You know, have like a VO.
A VO? What's a VO?
Like, you know the VO, the
No, we do. No, we have all of that. But our camera got sent away to get fixed because it doesn't have audio.
Oh.
So the last like 2-3 games, we've had it without no audio in it. So every time we're trying to watch it back, it's kind of annoying. Like it's just complete silence. The whole team's just sitting there.
All that camera stuff is.
So it was like, it was like, all right, cool. Send it away, get it fixed, and come back. So then that's obviously the game we didn't record. Yeah. So it's really annoying.
Like those like stuff like that happening. That's why that video stuff it comes in so handy.
It's vital to have. Yeah.
Like for example, like most clubs, I think most clubs at our level they have that. Yeah. Videos.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that's probably changed from
in the game, innit?
In the game for like. From back in the day,
for non-league,
there was you couldn't show people what it's like.
Your goals, nothing.
You couldn't show them. Like I don't know if I ever told you. Like there was a time when this is when we left college. I went into men's football. I went in to play for Holmesdale, and we was playing against. I can't remember. It was far. Played against some team, and I think I scored a hat trick. And I remember when I went to go shake people's hands after the game, their gaffer wouldn't shake my hand. He wouldn't shake my hand. Yeah. And as I was going to shake his hand, he slapped my hand out the way.
Oh, he's a soul
he called me something. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say stuff.
Say it, bro.
He was like, you black cunt, yeah.
Oh, what?
He was like, he slapped my hand out. He slapped my hand out the way. He's like, you black cunt. And obviously, Holmesdale back then, loads of black players there. So like, obviously, was surrounding the manager. Yeah.
Oh, what? It was a melee. Yeah, it was like a little something like
commotion.
Yeah, commotion.
Yeah. This was like right at the end of the game.
When you say Holmesdale. Okay, cool. But then what about the other?
Like, you know the Holmesdale, like you came to watch back then.
What about opposition's players as well? Did they have any black players at the time or just?
Like them teams always have like they have like the one
token.
Yeah, the one. They always got one winger.
You can't say anything though.
One fullback. Yeah, he can't.
He won't more time.
Is that the winger I played against Lords with? He was one of them. He was fast though, bro. I had a long day.
So what happened though?
I had a long day against that brother.
I actually don't know what happened in terms of like back then I was young. I was like 17. So like when I've heard it, I was like, that's the first time
someone's ever called you.
Because you know, like playing with when we was underneath like Millsy,
Pause.
It was very pause.
I was never underneath me.
When we played for Millsy, when we played for Millsy, I feel like we was quite looked after in terms of that. Like no one could violate, bro. Don't even headbutt everyone. Everyone. So like we was looked after in it, and so we at that stage I didn't ever experience any
kind of racism
on the pitch. You get what I'm trying to say? But when I went into non-league, where you ain't got someone that's got your back like that, you get what I'm trying to say? No one's really looking after you. You get what I'm trying to say? So it'll be peak. You're just out there on your own. So that was the first time I ever experienced it. I didn't really know how to react. I didn't know if I should swing up.
Yeah.
I just felt raw.
Did he say it for you only to hear, or like did others around you hear?
Well, no, others around me heard it. Around me heard. So we all reacted.
Yeah.
We all reacted, but obviously I was the person who he was saying it to.
Yeah.
I kind of reacted, but I was kind of like gobsmacked.
Yeah, you'd be shocked.
I was kind of like, whoa, like.
Yeah, you wouldn't see it coming.
All because I played well. Like, you get what I'm trying to say?
And you're thinking, right, at this time.
And it's different, like, in my head, I thought, right, at that level, if you're playing really well, like, you will think other managers will see you and try to poach you. Like, he's a good player. Like, let's keep eye on him.
You probably bet on that game, fam.
Yeah,
tonality thing. You get
took it very personal.
Yeah, and I think that's.
I would dash the water, but see, for me, I've never been in those situations where like anything like race or anything is like man's disrespecting me on a race level.
It's in non-league heavy.
So,
for
me, I'm like, fam, you know about like my whole life, fam. Like, ain't never ever no
you ain't never had yeah, you know what's funny? I think that to myself all the time.
I always think like it's because I'll wild out, fam.
But the thing is, you have to remember.
Do you remember my neighbour,
but in there, like what happened to you?
Yeah,
I won't like. I'll be smart about it. Like in terms, I won't because yeah, people heard it, but people say, "Oh, you hit him first, innit?" So I'll dash a ball at your head, fam, and then you have to come and fight me.
Yeah.
But what would you man do in this scenario where? Because I spoke to P about. I spoke to Philip about it, and he was like, because obviously eventually my teammate walked off the pitch. Now he's young. Do you get me? At the end of the day, like most of these boys that we spoke about before, like these boys are young. These boys are like 17, 18. We've spoken about it as well. Like these boys are young, so this is probably the first time they're even going through something like this as well. So obviously he's walked off the pitch, regardless of it being a wrongful decision. But what would you man have done if you man are getting booked?
I'm guessing he's a good
for the second time. What would you man have done?
I'm not moving.
Yeah.
Unless like my manager that tells you I could just go. If no one's saying it, I'm not moving.
They got to stop the game.
Prove that you booked me.
Yeah.
You have to prove it.
Yeah.
If you can't prove it, then it doesn't exist.
No, but word, they got to stop the game.
Exactly.
Stop the game
because
that has to be sorted
the
out.
other thing as well, because obviously we had a couple of our players went over to the assessor during this. Because remember, the game stopped for a little bit. The game stopped for a few minutes. So went over to the assessor. So I speak to him about the booking, and he knew. Like he knows, like, yeah, no, he didn't, because he's writing down all the bookings as well.
He got all the info.
So he knows he didn't book that guy.
All the notes.
But nothing happened because it's not like
he's just assessing.
Yeah, he's just assessing what's going on. So obviously, if it ends in fuckeries, and you're at fault. You know what I'm saying?
So then exactly knowing that, I'm like, bro, you're being assessed right now. I'll F out for you.
Yeah, I'll fuck up this whole battle.
You ain't this game.
I'll make this hard. I'll make this like a hard challenge, bro.
I'll give you. I'll make sure you fell, fam.
That's the thing. He's definitely most like, and he's been taken off. Apparently, he's been taken off our games. Like certain games, he's already been taken. He was supposed to ref for like another game to the next couple of days.
Like, I wish I knew referees' names.
And they get paid for those games.
Yeah. I wish I knew. It might be a thing I might have to start doing now. Taking notes of what referees are taking the piss, because there'll be a specific referee that will come across and be like, oh, we got him again. You know what I mean? Then you're like, it's almost like you're telling your boys, like, listen, let's not go talk to the referee. It's almost like we just have to ball out. We just have to ball out, and then people are lifting you up. They're not getting no yellow cards.
Yeah, they're not getting no yellow cards.
No nothing.
But that's the problem, because we're the only teams that have to do that, bro. Like deep it.
Yeah.
These other boys that are going into games, that are playing for these Kent teams, they just go and enjoy themselves. They just go and have fun. They just focus on the football, whatever. We have to focus on, we've got this ref. We don't even think. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's mad. You don't even realize how deep of like how much you
psychologically. But the thing is, I'm not coming in here. I'm not gonna come in here and ever like speak about what we do at Lewisham too tough. But our manager tells us, like, for every ref, not 1, 2, every boys, don't talk back to the ref. The only person that talks to the ref is X. That's it. No one else but that person.
Yeah,
because
honestly, our manager says that he will take it. Like he will be the one to speak to the ref.
Whereas what did Mills used to say to us when we used to go against teams and teams used to like surround the ref? He used to be like, that's gamesmanship. You lot should be surrounding the ref if it's a bad decision, so you can try and impact the game and try and impact and do these things, kick the ball away, all these stuff. Now we start doing that shit, bro, we're done for. Because we're just gonna get
target.
We're just a target.
Yeah, target.
It's easy to just send off one of us and then what? Now your team's fucked. So it's like we can now get sent off. In our opinion, we feel like now we can just get sent off just for the sake. If they wanted to, they can just send us off.